Oh man, can I go hang out with Fred? What's Fred up to?
Fred, he's gonna be watching the festivities
just walk up
from over here.
Stop that.
With
He's also
necking
necking
two
on
ladies
his
on his
ladies.
arms.
I'm pretty sure
How'd I
it's
go?
the same two ladies she had during my exhibition fight, right?
That was fun.
No, they're
chill with
they're
Fred.
actually
I like Fred.
These are different ladies.
Of course
Like-
they are.
These are not the same ladies.
Actually, you know what? He looks busy. What's Tarin up to?
Tarin's down in the waiting area again.
Yeah, Tarin will be down below the stand somewhere.
Oh, there's my Zook. Couldn't find Zook in this crowd.
Does he
Yeah,
have like a
because-
locker or something
'cause
for the rest of his
originally you were-
equipment
you
that he
were-
doesn't want to bring in, or we can just leave it on the ship too.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
do
whatever
that.
you want done with it would be fine.
We'll just
Yeah, I
leave it
have
on
no
the ship.
problem leaving it on the ship.
Okay.
God,
buddy,
I'm
you wanna
being
hang
forced
out?
to go hang out with Zook. Alright.
And I mean, many of the wealthy families of Qisca are here as well. And upon, like, in the bustle of people swarming into the stadium, Eldove, you are invited by the members of House Nibiri if you'd like to come sit with them and watch the festivities. Your friends in the wealthy trading house here.
That seems like a terrible decision, so I'm going to make a polite decline.
Okay. And the Jal and his family are sitting at the head of one of these areas here. Like, they have their special little box up there. Prince Humberth is with them, wearing the same robe with the slack arm that he was wearing, as long as the two young princesses, and other various guild masters and wealthy houses that do not lower themselves to mingling with the riffraff. So, where are the rest of you? Orphan, are you at the...
They're all camping out up here, it looks like.
I'm not watching.
Okay, so what are you doing for today, then?
Let's see. Generally this week I will be doing one of two goals. Either I'm trying to look into the House of Hesu,
Okay.
or I'm pestering, what's his face? I need to bring up my notes. One of the twins.
The Udok twins?
I'm pestering Amshun, trying to convince him to embrace his heritage.
Okay. How are you going
man.
about looking into the exalted and ancient order of Hesu? Like, what is the nature of your investigation?
So I've heard about it around, right?
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows about it.
Everybody knows about it. So, so all I know is it's just this mystery guild, right?
As far as anybody can tell, like, they have a vote on the Guild Hall Council on all important decisions. They get one vote, same as any other guild or house.
Mm-hmm.
As far as anybody can tell, it's just a bunch of very old men, mostly old, privileged Qiscan citizens with a lineage in the city that goes back generations, and they keep to their own. Their doors are locked. They maintain a tavern, and where is their guild located?
Craftsman.
In the Craftsman's Ward. Yeah. You have the spreadsheet open. So they
I got that info earlier.
They maintain a tavern in the Craftsman's Ward, which is like the public face of their guild, and the public are welcome to go in and drink, and it's known excuse me. It's known for like bawdy raucous parties from time to time. But there are doors there that never open. And as far as anybody can tell, the actual meetings of Hesu happen behind those doors, and outsiders are not privy to what goes on within.
Yeah. I think what I'll do, rather than go to that tavern, is they have to have a guy who votes. Because they vote, right? They get a say in everything.
Yes.
So...
And it's very easy to find out who this man is, actually.
Yeah. So I'm going to find out who that guy is and try to find him in particular.
Okay. So that's what you're going to be doing for today, is looking into the rumors of the Guildmaster of the Ancient and Exalted Order of Hesu.
Right. That's what I'm doing today.
All right. Tarin.
Or the old Harrys, as they're called.
A little while before Adric's first match, a couple hours after sunup, a representative of Arena Administration comes by. He looks like a very just disinterested man. Like, he's done this 1,000 times, and he asks you a variety of questions, like what is to be done with Adric's body. Do you count as his next of kin? Does he have any family in town? Etc. etc. And do you answer these questions truthfully?
Yeah.
Okay. What are your intentions with Adric's body? Just out of curiosity.
Return it to us, and we'll see. Actually, I guess I should ask Adric. I hadn't really thought about it.
Okay. Well, Adric's still there.
Yeah.
This man is addressing you as though Adric is not there, though. Like you're in charge of this operation. You put down the money.
Yep.
Adric is your fighter.
What do you want us to do if you die, Adric?
Bury me at sea, I guess.
You heard the man.
I don't like to think about this kind of thing.
Orphan, where are you conducting your investigations? In the Craftsman's Ward? Like, where in town?
Yeah, in the Craftsman's, because I know that at least their
Okay.
that's where their tavern is. So I figured maybe the rest of the guild is there too.
Zook, what are you doing for the duration of today's matches?
I got a feeling Zook would want to watch these and probably do a little bit of side betting. He took care of a lot of. I mean, the only thing I can think of, this is all takes place during the day, right? Or is this go into the evening?
Oh, this will go all day long. This will go into the evening. There's going to be a lot of matches today, and Adric has. If Adric survives, and if Adric actually goes all the way to the end, he'll have 6 matches today, a couple hours apart. But the fighting is going to be constant, all day in the pit. So you're going to get to see a lot of matches that Adric is not in.
Is the betting on the individual matches or on the contestant?
There is no official betting. This is considered by many people in Qisca to be a religious ceremony, so there is no betting within the arena, but it's obviously legal. If you want to make a bet on your own, there are definitely betting houses in town that will be happy to take your money. You'll find the odds. Adric has very low odds. Looking into it, what's the rumors in the taverns? For one thing, I mean, a lot of people think that the fight with Warwinax was staged. A lot of people think Adric is a very capable fighter and that he beat down this beast fair and square. But general consensus is the odds of him going all the way today are not very high.
That's why I was asking if it's on the whole arena or if the bet is on individual fights.
Either or.
Yeah, like
You can, however you want to do it. In fact, let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Would you like? Are you going to make individual bets?
Zook, let's go to the OAB. The off-arena betting.
okay.
Zook logs into saltybet.com.
I'm gonna go back to the party loot sheet and do the same thing we did last time.
Okay.
So I guess what I'm wondering is, do we vote on? Yeah, I'm kind of. I get what Nodal's asking. If we're voting on Adric to go all the way, or are we voting on each round? And,
Either or. You can make.
We're gonna play out every round, right?
All of Adric's, yes.
All right. Well, I think. Who is he fighting first? That's information we'd want to have.
Yeah.
The first person he'll be fighting will be a young woman who calls herself Flash of Colors. And she's a low-level fighter in the arena. She covers herself in colorful adornments, and people know her to be very fast and deadly accurate with a bow.
Hey, Zook, could you do me a favor and place my bets for me?
Place your bets for you?
Yeah. I mean, like, I just don't want to go to the effort. I mean...
So let me pop into the drive here.
Also, not too fond of the fact that a lot of people have been asking around about me ever since that last match.
Well, okay, no, I'd be more than happy to put this bet in for you. You just gonna give me some money and let me run with it, or you want to give me some instructions?
Oh, I'm gonna give you the instructions.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. And you are willing to take advantage of my betting expertise here and put down some bets of your own.
Oh, absolutely.
So everybody has access
little,
to edit the loot sheet, right?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Then let's have it. Yeah, we have it set down at the bottom. Bets on the loot sheet. So everybody can just go ahead and put your bet there on the loot sheet. People are pretty confident that Adric will win this first fight against Flash of Color. Flash of Colors she's a young girl. She Adric has size on her, has the muscle on her. Like the idea is the general thought is if Adric can close the distance, then the fight's gonna be over. So bets on it's 3-1 against Flash of Colors for this first match. She is not a favorite to win against the Dwarf.
I saw often betting 500 HP. For
All
a
right.
second.
I'm
That's
betting
pretty good.
Adric's HP.
So yeah, let me go ahead and load in Flash of Color here. Chests.
Bonk.
All right.
Let's take her off the grid. And the fighters start in front of these pillars here.
Okay.
That's the beginning.
You know what?
So all Ions comes out, and leads everybody in prayer. The opening.
By the way, I just want to say, because I see Ian and Zook editing his bet and raising it. I just want to imagine that I'm sitting there really 500 GP, trying to convince him to raise his bet.
That's pretty much exactly what just happened.
Yeah.
As I'm like, all right, fine, I'll put 1,000 on him in this first one.
Yeah.
So-
What are the odds in this first
Let
round?
me read off the bets. For the benefit
Yeah,
of the
no,
chat.
this is crazy.
So, Tarin has 100 gold on Adric to go all the way. And he's got 100 gold on Adric to make it to the finals.
Which I'm assuming is the final day. Is that how it registered that?
Right.
Okay. Yep.
Eldove has 500 gold on Adric to go all the way. He's champion. Eldove has 500 gold on Adric losing the finals.
That's what you call a cover bet.
Right. Zook and Eldove, neither of you will find takers for those bets. Nope. You're not able to find anybody with rich enough blood to put 1,000 gold or 2,000 gold on Adric over Flash of Colors. This kind of bet, maybe 5 or 6 gold.
5 or 6 gold. Where did all these people go?
You're making bets with commoners over these individual fights,
All right.
especially at
Fine, whatever.
the first fights of the day with the lobies. Yeah, you're not making $1,000 bet.
I'm
So
going.
I have a question for Zook here. Is the local Thieves Guild the one taking the betting here?
Everybody's
that's a
taking
good-
bets. I mean, yeah.
I think these are just in the crowds. You can be sure, and I don't know this for a fact, but I would wager that the Thieves Guild definitely is in the crowd affecting the flow of the betting. But there's no official Thieves Guild on the bets.
All right,
Zook.
people,
I would wager-
people have been mentioning
Yes.
me
Hold on,
taking
hold on.
bets in the last one, right? Or making the large bets.
Actually, I'm gonna use my banana here.
Okay.
I'm gonna start taking bets.
Oh, I was gonna say. Oh, we
right.
don't have our bananas.
Oh,
Oh
sorry.
yeah, I don't have mine, but I'm about to use it. The Thieves Guild has, nobody's taking bets, but the Thieves Guild is interested that somebody is going around trying to bet 2,000 gold on an early match. They're very interested in the fact that somebody is flashing this much money around.
Zook, what did you do with the patch that was given to you?
Well, I didn't sew it on my outer clothing or anything dumb like that. I have it on me, but well hidden, so I can flash it if need be.
Okay. Zook, you were approached by several members of the Guild of Shadows.
Hey guys.
Men that you have not met before, but they identify themselves as such, and they see
Okay.
that you are a new initiate. And they ask, do you know something that we don't about this first match?
All I know is I'm fairly confident in my boy's ability to win this first match.
Well, so is everybody. That's why nobody's taking the bets.
It's the first round. The day is young. We'll see how it pans out.
And they regard you as very suspiciously. Like, you know something they don't.
Is everything all right?
One of them says, I don't
Look
know.
at that
Is it?
fucking banana.
Get rid of it. Somebody take your banana. Who doesn't have their banana?
That banana is not. That is defiant
It's your
banana.
That's your banana.
Oh. Is this my banana? There's my banana.
Wait, no, Nodal uses
I don't-
banana.
I don't have a banana.
I have a banana.
Oh, that's my banana then.
Okay.
Wait, there was Nick's banana. Where did that was Nick's banana?
He's
He
spent
threw
just-
it over.
I just spent it.
Nick
But how did a
spent it.
banana end up in the arena?
It's mine. It's mine. It's fine.
Nick
What
spent
were you
banana.
saying, Brick?
How will anyone take any bets on that banana?
No. He regards you very suspiciously. He says, I know you've been an initiate for only a couple of days, but it's a punishable offense to keep secrets from the guild.
I honestly, what are you getting at, friend? I'm not keeping any secrets. I know the dwarf is a capable fighter. You've seen him fight. That's pretty much what I'm betting on.
Are you making a secret of the fact that you're one of the dwarves' allies? Like, you know him personally, right? Like, do these people know that? Or are you trying to pretend like you don't?
I mean, I would imagine the Guild of Shadows knows who's on my crew, so I'm not really trying to keep that a secret. I would think.
You know that the Null definitely knows who's on your crew, but for the
Yeah.
rank and file, that's up to you.
Well, to these guys, to these Guild of Shadow people, I would probably not want to ruffle any feathers quite at this point and say, I fought with him before.
They nod to each other. They say, alright, we'll see the bet's done. We'll take odds, run the game, but if it's not a good fight, if it's over too quickly, or if your man loses, there will be hell to pay. And they start...
Okay.
The Guild of Shadows puts the things in motion to get bets, like big bets, going on this very first match between Adric and Flash of Colors. So now, it is very easy to put the 1,000, 2,000 gold bets on Adric.
Oh boy.
Can I
So
go talk to
I was
Adric?
nearby when that was happening, right? Because I mean, I'm hanging out with Zook looking for bets.
No, you
I
gave
thought
Zook
you
money
had
and sent him
handle your
off.
bets for you.
Zook was alone.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Absolutely, yeah.
So
You better
Zook,
put my bet down, Zook.
you're the only person who knows about this confrontation, and you do not have access to Adric or Tarin before the match.
Well, I got a bad feeling that Adric's gonna just curb stomp this lady and really fuck all this up. Can I can't mind meld with anyone.
Nope.
I don't guess I can use my criminal contacts ability to get a message down there.
You could try.
Can I try to use my criminal contacts ability to send a message down to Adric?
What's the message?
Heavy betting. Don't go too fast.
Okay.
Alright, the two dudes you were just talking to take the message and go down and say,
No, I mean, the bets on this first match are fast and furious. Like, people are seeing how furious the betting is starting to happen on this first match, and that creates, like, a feedback loop. Like, it only gets more furious. Like, wait a minute, somebody knows something we don't. We've got to get on this action. And then there's, like, a counteraction to that. Like, well, wait a minute, this is obviously, like, a ploy, and Flash of Colors is due to win. There's a lot of money riding here. So,
Oh god. Oh god.
Adric, literally right before the match, all Ions goes out, he leads everybody in prayer, he does the opening ceremonies. You and Tarin are standing outside. A man comes up behind you, not the slave that has been tending your needs this time. This is a man you do not know, although he is dressed like an arena slave. And he comes up, and he hands you a water skin. He says, hydrate yourself. And as you drink, he leans in, says, word comes down, make it look good, draw it out. And then the man vanishes.
Okay.
I put my bet back up to 1,000 since I'm assuming that'll be taken now.
I've
Yes, it will.
I've known that. I've fought in the arena before. I know about drawing stuff out. It's just that first thing that was a personal matter.
Here's
they
how
would have put the message in the bottom of the water skin, but some fuckers couldn't get the fucking hint last time, so...
So here's the rules, Adric.
Yeah.
Every time you make an attack, before you make a damage roll, you can decide whether or not you're going to go full hog on the damage, or you're going to try to hold back and make it look good. Here's the twist.
All right.
To make it look good, you're going to need a successful perform check.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So, looking at Adric's, like,
So that's
his perform is -3. No, it's actually it's plus 0. That's right.
I'm trained, so it is a flat D20 roll.
So his
I'm probably
charisma
unable
is
to bet
5.
this, right?
Adric's charisma is 5, so it's a -3 of the roll. But he is trained in performance, so he gets his proficiency bonus, which is also 3. So it's a flat D20. So every time you go to, before you roll damage, you have to declare this is a real hit or this is I'm going to draw it out. If you decide to draw it out, make that DC 10 performance check, and if you succeed, I will let you deal only 1 damage on the attack.
Okay.
Those are the rules. That's if you want to draw it out. If you don't, it's up to you. So,
Yeah.
all Ions leads everybody in the prayer. The two combatants come out, and Flash of Colors is a young girl. She can't be older than 15 or 16. Like all Qiscans, she has dark complexion. Her hair is dyed a whole variety of colors, and she has colorful streamers that come out of it. And as she comes out of the gate and takes her place in the center of the arena, her movements cause these streamers to kind of swim behind her. Very majestically looking.
This is too flashy.
Her belt
This
has
is like
her belt has lots of little pouches on it. Her boots have lots of little pouches. Like, she's carrying a lot more than what it looks like she has. And her only equipment, she has a short sword at one side, and she has a quiver on her back, and she has a short bow. And again, this equipment is all painted of a variety of colors.
Like, I thought I was flashy, but no, this chick is flashy.
She is pretty... She comes out, puts an arrow in the bow, plays with the crowd a little bit. She calls out, I give thanks to the gods have seen fit to deliver me this bearded quiver. And she winks at you. So that's going to be an initiative roll.
Huh.
Hey, McClain, you've got a bit of background noise there.
You do.
Yeah. Before the fight, I was going to walk up to her, like, not like threatening or anything, and I'm just going to put my fist out.
That would be a very gross error in judgment, to leave your mark before the actual fight begins.
Okay, then never mind.
Do you do anything?
I thought it was...
Do you do anything at all?
I'm just going to put my fist out, like, you know, just...
Okay.
Quiet, just an air fist bump, basically. That's what I'm going for.
You seem that some people in the crowd seem to admire the stoicism of it. So, all Ions says a few more religious words in a language that you do not understand, some form of ancient Qisca, no doubt. And then he gives the mark. She got a 4 on her initiative. What did you get?
Let's find out. Because I haven't rolled it yet, I'm sorry.
Kill the kid, Adric!
Can you guys hear me talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just turned my gain up, so...
18.
Alright, then you have initiative on her. You see you're going to reach for one of her pouches.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, while she's fumbling around with whatever the hell she is digging out of her pockets, you see, that's the elegance of having your fist as a weapon, is you just walk up and just punch the chick.
Just belt her one.
And I am going to make, this is going to be a show uppercut.
Well,
so,
makes it to hit roll first.
Is it going to be a tiger uppercut?
Yeah, tiger uppercut. 19.
Yeah, that hits. So this is going to be,
And
go ahead and roll
performance?
performance check.
And you are using your dex again to hit, not your strength, right? Without the gauntlets.
Yeah!
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
that's
it's +6.
Okay.
It's +6 with my dex.
Yeah, WWE, bitches!
Oh,
But
damn
yeah.
it. Hold on. I'm on the wrong keyboard here. So this attack will deal 1 damage if you want it to.
Yeah.
Okay.
She no-sells it.
So you dive forward with a... You've surprised her, clearly. Like, she's not used to fighting somebody this fast. And you belt her one, but you hold back on the muscle. And you see she kind of plays into it a little bit. Like, you know your punch isn't going to follow through all the way, but she still moves her head as though she's been hit. And she suffered 1 damage.
Yeah.
At that, she swiftly retreats from you. So that gives
against the pillar?
No, she got other options
Did
to
he
move
kill
here.
her?
But
puts in a 1 HP person. Better not make it too fast.
All right, calm down, guys. This does give you an opportunity attack if you want to take it. You can use your reaction right now. She's about to move away from you without disengaging.
No, I'm gonna let her get back. See what she's got.
Okay, then she's gonna move back here, and she reaches in one of her pouches, and she takes out a handful of these tiny bronze metal spheres, these little ball bearings, and she throws them on the ground. Oop, I need to get my pencil out, and it covers 10-foot square.
Okay, so that's all.
So she's moved 10 feet, and she continues to move back here.
All right.
As she readies her bow.
All right. Acrobatics. Yeah, to just leap over this pile of balls.
Okay, make an acrobatics check. DC 15.
Oh my.
That is +6 is 19.
Where do you land?
Right here.
Okay.
And then close.
Okay.
And another uppercut. That is a 16 performance to drag this out. 9. So it is going to do full damage.
I can't throw down my lucky chips on his...
Now, here, what happens is it still only does 1 damage, but the crowd doesn't believe it. Like, you swing, and it looks just... To everybody in the crowd, it looks just like the lowest level, most amateur WWE knockoff.
Oh,
like
nice.
you throw a fist, but like it impacts part of her shoulder, and you clearly were holding back, and like she doesn't even flinch from it. Like she tries to react to it a little too late, and you see the look on her face. Like, are you fighting for real, buddy, or what's happening here?
Yeah, she wants me to fight for real. She just has to say the word.
She doesn't have to say anything actually, because she draws her short sword.
Yeah.
What is your AC?
Short sword.
Short sword?
It is a 16.
It's what? I'm sorry.
16.
16. So she hit once. 6 damage, piercing damage.
Ow. She ain't playing nice.
So she definitely gets the sense that you're faking the match, and you seem to like impugn her honor, and she gets a little upset. She draws her short sword and lunges forward twice, lightning speed. The first one she misses because she misjudges the bulk of your beard compared to the bulk of your chest. But the second one, she gets you right in the belly. Pulls back quickly, and you feel the blood starting to come out.
Is he bleeding?
He's bleeding.
You do get an attack
A little
opportunity.
bit.
She's moving away from you again.
Okay. Yep.
Take it.
Gonna do that. Take it. Just to show you that I'm not playing around, that is a 17.
That hits.
I will let this take the damage here.
Don't kill her.
3 plus 3 is 6 damage.
Your bonus attacks.
No, I'm not taking my bonus attack.
Okay.
This is just
No,
an attack
yeah,
of
this is a
opportunity.
reaction.
Yeah, so 6 damage. So I will answer her in kind
Okay.
with a kick as she's bringing back.
She does. She jabs you twice as she tries to dart away from you. Nail her in the butt with a kick. She's making her way away. And that one she felt. That one definitely felt real.
Yeah. Reaction. Bruce Lee, come on.
As she gets back to this point.
Really? All right then. Acrobatics. Flip over that and do a nice little awesome jump over that pile of
Acrobatics, DC
crap
15.
Make it showy.
You giving her the old Bruce Lee come on? That
Yep.
doesn't seem right.
Does that be 15?
Yep, DC 15. I don't think I have enough. I don't think I
I
have
don't
enough
think you
awesome
do
for that. No, right on. Or no, that's 13.
You got 13. So you try to do a running leap, but you land in the pile of ball bearings instead.
Nice.
And you fall flat on your dwarven butt.
Yep.
So you fall prone.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
So next turn you have to spend half your movement standing up.
Yep,
I think
that's
he's
fine.
faking this for the crowd, so I cheer.
I thought she's gonna back off and just start shooting at me.
Yep, she backs off and she looses 2 arrows at you, rapid fire.
Nice.
First one hits. Let me get the damage on this here.
Oh well.
Actually, both of them hit.
Uh-oh.
Wonderful.
5
die.
damage from the first and 6 damage from the second.
Ow.
Do you want to
Thanks.
take any reactions there?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Okay.
Uh,
I figured you would, because you've been talking about it for weeks now.
I know, right? Yeah, let's deflect some missiles, yo.
Okay. So you can reduce the damage from one of those attacks
One
by
of
a
them.
D10 plus your Dex mod plus your monk level.
Yep, so monk level is 6, dex mod is 3, I believe. So 9.
Well, that negates the first one entirely, and you just take the 5 damage from the second one.
Yeah, okay.
So-
So that was the...
But there's a rule, like, if you pass a particular check, you can catch it out of the air, can't you?
I catch it? Yeah, I can catch it, and
Like, what's the rule on that? Because you don't have that on your sheet.
If you reduce it to 0, you can catch it.
I catch
Okay,
it.
so yeah,
and I
you're-
can spend it. I'm gonna burn the key point and throw that arrow right back at her.
All right, do
Oh
it.
damn!
Yep, that's what I was waiting for. So you still take the
That
5
was in
damage from the
character.
second one. We'll say you take the 5 damage from the first one. That makes more thematic. So yeah, she
Yeah.
puts an arrow in, like, right in your shoulder. The second one that you snatch it out of the air, you whip it back at her. I guess you rolled a
Yeah,
hit.
so-
Go ahead and roll the hit on that.
Let's see. Counts as a monk weapon, so yeah. Okay, so plus 6 to this roll is... Nat 1.
Goes into the stand.
Because I caught prone, so I'm not like used to throwing while I'm laying on my back.
Yeah. Now you reach up and you snap the arrow out of the air, but your grip is such that the arrow breaks in half when you catch it. And instead of flinging it back at her, you just kind of fling it onto the ground in front of you.
Yeah.
So it is your turn, and you're on this square here.
But still, it looks pretty awesome that I caught the damn thing before it hit me.
And you see her eyes go wide when she saw that, and cheers erupted out of the crowd.
Yeah.
Alright, so half my movement to get back up, and is where I'm gonna go, and throw a dart at her.
Alright.
At 20.
Oh no.
Alright. Are we playing to the crowd on this one, or are we going to do the full damage? We are? Alright.
Yep. I am playing to the crowd on this one. And it is an 11.
11. Okay, that'll do it. So, 1 damage with that dart. And you see her, as you approach her, you see her go to move. Like, you feel like her game is very simple. She's trying to keep distance between you and her. And so you throw a dart in the air with a little flourish, and you snap it up, and you pitch it down, and it sticks into her foot. And the crowd goes nuts. Because you've pinned her shoe to the ground. You haven't actually pinned her, but that's what you've made people believe.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were all very, very impressed.
Finish her.
Alright, so she's up.
And she backs off of here, launches 2 more arrows at you. First one hits, second one hits. You're going to try to... You can deflect these once around, right? Just use your reaction?
No, I have not used my reaction.
Okay, so you can deflect one of these.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d10. Add it all up.
9 plus 2 is 11.
Yeah, that'll take care of the first arrow entirely. The second one you take 4 damage from.
Reaction and burn a key point. I'm going to throw it right back at her.
Okay, go ahead. You get those key points back at a long rest, right?
Short rest.
Okay, cool.
7 plus 6 is 13.
That'll do it.
All right, how much damage is on that arrow?
I'm gonna have to make something up. Just roll a d6. We'll do the same damage. D6 plus 2.
Okay, d6. Okay, well it's a d6 plus my finesse, which is 3.
Yeah, technically the way I'm reading the rules, you probably
6.
need a bow to return fire with it, but
it's
an improvised ranged
This
weapon,
is fine too.
so.
It counts as a monk weapon, so it's a d6 either way.
I mean,
Okay.
but it says I'm not going to count it as a monk weapon because you don't throw arrows. So I'm going to count that as 3 damage.
Okay.
But people love the fact, like this time, you just snap this arrow out of the air, whip it back at her, and it catches her right in the chest, like right in the rib cage. It's not a strong hit. There wasn't a lot of force behind it, because you didn't fire it out of a bow. But she looks shocked. She's never seen this kind of action before. The crowd is eating it up at this point.
Fucking day.
Yep. Time to close.
Your move.
Time to close. And gonna go punch. 9 plus 6 is 15.
That hits.
Not gonna play up the crowd on this one.
Okay.
D6 plus 3. 5.
5 damage.
Extra attack.
Okay.
He's going for it. Thinks he's played enough.
7 plus 6 is 13.
That hits.
With the edge roll.
Yeah, right.
5 plus 3 is 8.
Is 8. That puts her to 0. Do you kill her?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
And you you snap this arrow back and you throw it back at her and it bounces off her chest, but you see where the arrowhead drew blood. And her eyes go wide, and you can tell she's not used to fighting people this fast. Like, she's used to fighting people with heavier armor. She's better to keep the range. You just close the distance on her, and you begin to just pummel her. And before long, she's unconscious, and she slumps into the ground. And the crowd starts chanting your name at the end. What do you do with her now that you got her on the ground? She's unconscious. You've won the fight. She's at 0 hit points.
Step back.
Okay.
Pump my fist.
Just pump your fists.
Yep.
The crowd is expecting you to do something with this body, though. Many of these people are expecting you to finish her off. Just like with Warwind Axe.
Not doing it.
Not doing it.
Finish her!
Not finishing her.
Is Eldove crying out finisher?
Yeah.
Nope. Not happening.
And once it becomes apparent that you're not going to go in for the kill, and the crowd seems to appreciate, like, they weren't, like, calling for her blood or anything. She's a young girl. She's a new fighter. This was the first match. They haven't gotten their thirst up for blood sport just yet. But once it becomes apparent that, no, you're not going to kill Flash of Color, some arena representatives comes out, gather for unconscious body, they splash some water in her face, and they take her back down below the stands.
Alright.
So you've got 2 hours before your next match.
What's our payout?
The payout?
Oh yeah, once we win, like, I'm fucking fist bumping Zook. I'm like, you made the bet, right?
Oh yeah, I made the bet.
And a lot of people make a lot of money. You make your... the odds on it... I don't know. What would the odds on that have been, considering Nich spent a banana? Adric was not the underdog in the fight, though, so you're not going to make a windfall.
We're gonna need to buy Adric, like, a little gift for this.
You know what? I'll say...
And just to be clear, my banana wasn't the Thieves Guild takes the bet. My banana was the Thieves Guild is interested that somebody is splashing this much money around.
Oh, and they were very interested.
Yeah.
Nice.
But the effect of the banana as far as the Thieves Guild goes, the odds before the match, before Nich spent that banana and got some interest up, before Zook started flashing all this money around, well, I'm going to say the odds were 3-1 in Adric's favor, and the effect of the banana and the conversation with Zook and getting the message down to Adric lowered them to even odds, 1-1.
You ruined my bet. Heck.
Wait, 1-1, so that's even money.
That's even
Yeah.
money.
You bet 1,000 and you got 2,000 back. And
That's better than if it had been 3-1 against.
Is it? I don't know how bets work. You figure it out. You
No,
threw me
that
for a
was good.
curveball here.
No, I'm saying that was good for you guys.
Yeah, you bet
Oh.
1,000. You won the bet. You get 1,000.
I thought he was saying that Adric was the underdog first.
Adric, you would have got...
No, Adric. No, Flash of Colors was definitely the underdog going into this match. It was 3-1 against Flash of Colors.
So basically, I made 2,000 on 1,000, is what you're saying.
Yes, and Eldove made 4,000 on 2,000. I thought I had that right. You guys are making me second guess myself.
Alright, so burn a hit die to recover.
Yeah, in between rounds, you're going to have the opportunity to burn that hit die. Zook!
Yes.
After the match, as some of the other matches are going on,
Gain 9.
you're approached by other members of the Guild of Shadows. Different from the men that you saw before.
Okay.
They come up to you and they say, Nalteros would like a word. And they beckon for you to follow them.
Oh
Alright.
boy.
I go with them willingly.
And you leave the arena, and you go into a little nondescript building in the arena ward, and inside is the Sand Elf that you've had dealings with before. And he has a stack of coins on his table in front of him.
I try to not drool.
And he welcomes you in, and he's, Zook of the Forests. He says, I don't know how you did it, but you managed to make a lot of people on a lot of money on a fight that would not have been worthwhile before. So, what do you know about the next fight?
I actually don't know anything about the next fight yet. I haven't heard who he's fighting yet.
Nobody knows until that person wins a match. So,
Yeah,
from here
I
on.
mean, I honestly, all I know is what the dwarf can do, and you've seen what he can do. That's not a secret.
Says, morning and mid-morning bets during the festival almost never pay out anything for the exact reasons of they're not exciting. It's somebody's ill-born slave going up against some drunken upstart who managed to scrape together an entrance fee. But you've put a fervor in these people, a fervor that I've not seen in many, many years. He reaches into his cloak and he pulls it out. And he hands you a small pouch. Feels like it's filled with sand. He says, I have a man on this. Former guild member. His name is Hesu Bone Eater. He's a vicious fighter, but he puts on a good show. But Hesu Bone Eater cannot win his next match. He says, I'll bet if we can put your dwarf and my agent in the arena pit together, we will all make a great deal of money. So to do this, we'll have to make sure that Hesu wins his next match. And he explains to you the location of a secret door in the arena, known only to members of the Guild of Shadows and to arena administration. It's used by people to perform religious rites and things, to get like high-profile corpses out of the arena very quickly before the crowd can descend upon them and deface them and whatnot. But what he puts to you is to use this door to go in underneath the arena and pour the contents of that pouch into the water that Hesu's next opponent will be drinking. This will guarantee that Hesu wins the match and that he faces Adric later in the morning. He says, I can trust no finer man than you on this, Zook of the Forests.
I'm not above...
Saying this out loud or just musing?
Yeah, I'm saying this out loud.
Okay.
I'm not above rigging a fight, but I gotta know what this powder is before I go giving it to somebody.
Yeah, you're worried that it's poison.
The thought crossed my mind.
And he waves your apprehension away, and he says, it won't kill him if that's what you're asking.
Alright, fair enough. My only condition is you have to guarantee me that when Hesu fights the dwarf...
You don't even get the rest of that sentence out. He just starts chuckling. He says, you're a good man, Zook, but you're in no position to make conditions on me. He says, perform this...
It's not going to be what kills him.
He says, perform this task, and you will see your prestige within the guild grow. Perhaps the day will come when your conditions will be worth hearing. And then he waves you away.
Well...
You have about 1 hour to perform this task.
Alright.
You do not have time to enlist any of their PCs or go anywhere in the city, but go directly to the arena, use this door to get it done.
I have no time to go discuss this with anybody?
You do not, because Hesu's next match is coming up very quickly. If you don't go and do it right now, so it's kind of decision time, Zook.
I'll do it. I'm worried that they're gonna cheat against Dwarfy if I get their boy in there. But Adric, I hope has his ears up.
All right.
All right, sure. Let's go spike a drink.
You go back down into the arena, and sure enough, the exact section that Taros described, you find a loose brick in the stone wall, and you manage to get your little gnome's fingers in there. Actually, make me a stealth check. I want to see if you get noticed by peoples. There's a lot of hustle and bustle, and you're a little guy beside, so just don't botch it, and you'll be okay.
Not on the edge.
That looks like an 8 to me. What do you think? An 8? That's an 8.
Looks like an 8.
It's either an 8 or a 9.
I mean, that makes it a 13 if you call it an 8.
Looks pretty 8-ish to me.
Yeah, 13 is a success. Because like I said, there's a lot of hustle and bustle, and gnomes go unnoticed in this kind of crowds anyway. So, yeah, sure enough, you find the door. It's a little, like a little back hallway that leads out to an area of the arena that you haven't been in. You loosen this stone, and one of the stones in the floor grinds open. And there's a stairway that leads down. And you head down a little secret passage, and you come up in an area where many of the other fighters are preparing. And sure enough, the man that Taros described, he has a bucket of water sitting there.
Do I have a clear path to sneak and dump?
Yes, you do. You already made the stealth check. You've already passed that.
Okay, well, then I go ahead and, sorry, buddy, this just ain't your day.
And you sneak up behind the bench that this bucket is resting on, and you upend this pouch into it, and this fine white crystalline sand pours in. And you see it swirl around in the water for a moment. But after you blink, and it's no longer visible. You see just looks like clear water all through the bucket. And you step back and watch for a moment.
Introduced anthrax to the world of D&D.
And this giant, like, hulking man, this barbarian of a man, dips his ladle into this bucket and drinks from it over the course of the next few minutes as you watch. So everybody up in the stands. One of the matches later is Hesu Bone Eater.
Do I have time to go out and place a bet on this match?
You do not.
Yeah,
you do not.
Damn.
No. Hesu Bone Eater. He's a a young cleric of Bast. He gives all glory to Bast. He's wearing leather studded with bits of bone. He has an enormous scar that wraps around his head where there's a bald spot where no hair will grow, and he's armed with a bronze khopesh. And his opponent, as Zook saw, is this hulking barbarian of a man with a Fu Manchu mustache and a bad glassy eye. He's completely bald with bronze skin. He's wielding a spear. And the match begins well enough, and Hesu's opponent lands a few choice blows on him, but you see him slowing down. He becomes more and more lethargic. He's having difficulty sticking to his feet. And Hesu takes advantage of this. He uses the hook of his khopesh a couple times to get around his ankle and trip him up, bring it down and slash into his skin. And the barbarian lands a few good blows with his spear, but in the end Hesu wins the day and takes his head off. And the crowd erupts into celebration as Hesu goes off to have his wounds dressed.
During that battle, do I have time to get to Adric in any way, shape, or form?
I would require another stealth check, because you would have to go through the area to find where he... Like, you're already in the area where the fighters are, but you have to sneak around to get to him. So yeah, go make stealth check, DC 12.
That'll be 13.
And you don't know exactly where Adric is, but sure enough, after a while, you don't find Adric, you find Tarin.
Okay.
And you're able to get up to him and get Tarin a message. You probably shouldn't hang around down here, but you have time to give him a message, yes.
No, I say to him very quickly, there's a... Keep a close eye on your food and drink. There's trouble afoot.
I'll just nod. Yeah, can you actually smuggle in some clean water then? I don't know how you got in here, by the way. Good job. And I'll be talking over the mind link.
I actually keep a water skin on me. I give him my water skin.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
And I'll relay this to Adric and give him the water skin. And...
Somehow I figured that'd be the case.
Orphan.
Yep.
While you're in the craftsman's ward,
Okay.
people, there are some excitable people coming in from the bazaar. And it's hard to piece together the actual story, but it seems that the beast from the arena a few days prior, it seems that his body has been found, he's been skinned, and his scales are going for choice prices in the bazaar right now. And many craftsmen from the craftsman's ward are buying them up to make things with them. You learn this over the course of your investigation into here at Hesu. So let's see what the bets are for the Hesu Bone Eater match.
I'm stuck
Told you guys
down
we
here.
should have sold them.
I can't bet anything this time, right? Because I'm stuck in the arena and there's no betting officially.
You can go bet. Absolutely, you can bet. Yeah.
Well...
And Zook, you can bet on it's Hesu versus Adric. You can bet on this one as well.
How
yeah.
invested is the crowd in Adric now? How many do I have? Can I get a gauge of the crowd and see how much a bet wouldn't arise suspicion at this point? Because the last one apparently went off the rails.
Well, and the Thieves Guild has taken over a lot of the betting now.
Okay.
So where there wasn't a lot of interest in these low-level bets before, now there is a great deal of interest, and you'll be able to find a taker for pretty much anything you care to bet.
Okay.
The odds on this match seem to be 2-1 in Hesu's favor.
In whose favor? Hesu?
Hesu, because they just watch Hesu take the head off this 9-foot-tall barbarian, whereas Adric basically just pummeled a little girl to death.
Is the khopesh like an exotic weapon around here, or is that just part of the exotic flavor of the city?
It would be considered a martial weapon by the PHB rules. But...
I don't mean like exotic mechanically. I mean,
no.
like,
No, it's
flavor-wise.
it would be common. Like, the soldiers, the wall walkers don't carry them. Most of them carry spears or short swords. It's not a commonly used weapon, but they're not unheard of. Alright, let me go ahead and spawn in Hesu.
You said it was 2-1?
Yeah, 2-1. Hesu's favor.
Alright, I guess I'll let this... I'm just gonna let it ride.
Yeah, me and you, man, letting it ride.
And Hesu comes out again. Once again, he gives all glory to Boss. It looks like his wounds from the previous fight have been bandaged, but he hasn't received any major healing. He wasn't injured so badly that he can't fight, but he definitely took a couple of good hits.
Adric would be
Dude,
kind of
you missing
similar
a-
as well
you missing
from
a zero there?
those arrows that he hit.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you have the benefit of class levels, and you were able to use a hit die to get some hit points back.
Yeah.
Hesu has no such luck. Damn. Okay, that's good. This will work.
All right.
And yeah, once again, as before every match, the prayers get shorter and shorter as the day wears on. So the day is not like the opening match with Adric and Flash of Colors was very dramatic, but now like the priest basically just comes out, says a few ancient words, and gives his notion for the fight to begin. So that is initiative, my friend.
Pray to God, let's eat.
There we go. 18.
18.
Well, not that it matters,
what is your
'cause you
dex?
already
What is your
bet.
dex score?
It is 3 plus 3. My
No,
score,
your score.
is 16.
Okay, you've got him then.
Just barely, huh?
Just barely.
Not that it matters because he's letting it ride, but I would have probably whispered to Eldove a little bit of information about this fight.
Go in
Okay.
and let's give him the old 1-2 for now.
You're looking to hit AC 15.
Not with a 10. How about this right here? Also a 10.
And he ducks very swiftly under both your blows, just effortlessly. And he's got this big grin on his face, like he loves every minute of this. He lives for this.
Oh man, I love this too. This is great. I like it. Guy puts up a fight.
Make a strength save, DC 12.
DC 12 plus 3 says make it 19
Okay.
natural.
He lashes out with his Kopesh, tries to hook you around the ankle. You take 3 slashing damage. And you
Three
feel him
slashing
try
damage,
to
okay.
pull you off your feet. But you stand your ground, and you're a dwarf, low center of gravity. You're like a rock.
Boom!
But when he sees you don't go down, he immediately flashes back around with the front end of the Kopesh again. And that deals 4 damage. And then he is going to step over to the side here and circle you.
Gonna step in circle. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's really good at playing to the crowd. He's got this big grin on his face. It almost seems like he wants to give you a few, like, just introductory cuts before he really goes in for the kill. He wants to make you bleed.
I see. Okay. All right.
How many hit points do you have, just out of curiosity? You've got 31?
I am at 24 of 33 right now.
Oh, 24, okay. Because your sheet still says 31.
I just updated it.
Ah, okay, cool.
I am actually looking at my actual hit point total. Like,
Let's
so
do
trust
this.
me when I say it's 24.
Adric HP equals 24. We're going to put that right on the screen over here, guys. Everybody in chat can see it over here.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, man, beat
Gotta
this
go.
fool.
Not with a 2. Extra
come
attack.
That's not where we go, man.
That'll hit.
Oh, thank goodness.
21. D6 plus 3.
Yeah.
9.
Nice.
Key
Punch
point.
his dick.
Key point. Flurry of blows. Let's go.
Punch him in the dick.
20.
That hits.
It's 4 damage.
4 more.
Yep. And then one more hit for the road. And it's rolling over here to a nat 1.
Okay. So, he does a really good job dodging out of the way of your blows. I mean, you're used to fighting monsters and things that just kind of sit there and take it. But this guy is ducking and weaving, man. You know, I mean, sting like a butterfly, smell like a bee, or however it goes. But you
Some
land
shit
a
like that.
few really good hits. You get one, like, right under, like a kidney punch. You see the wind go out of his face. You get another one right down on his leg. You see, like, a bruise starting to form down there in a part of his leg where it's not covered in any armor. And so you're definitely getting the hits in, but more than half of your strikes, he's just definitely getting underneath.
That's fine.
And he lashes forward with his Kopesh once again, unless you're moving
Do you
away.
actually want to do an open hand technique there? Just
Don't-
remind you that you have it.
Don't give him any ideas.
He's a ring man. He can shout stuff, probably.
It would be frowned
Coach.
upon. You're his patron, not his coach.
Alright.
Are you moving, Adric? Or are you staying put?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay put.
The Dwarven Rock. Alright. You haven't moved once since the fight starts, and so Hesu definitely does not want to go for that trip attack again. And he brings his Kopesh down twice in rapid succession. The first one, you manage to just step aside. The second one cuts into you for 4 damage.
Okay, how about this? Let me just double check something real quick, because Let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? Fighter.
Are you looking to use your reaction to parry?
Yeah, I might do that. I just got to see
Okay.
what it is real quick.
I mean, you roll your superiority die, which is a d6, and you lower the damage by what you roll.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
So burn my superiority
before you
die.
do, this superiority dice only comes back on a long rest.
On a long rest, are you sure?
Positive.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a short rest.
Not for the feat. Or did we look that up last week?
No,
I'm pretty sure we looked it
up, and you were running it wrong in your game.
Okay, we'll say a short rest then. Go ahead and use it. It'll make it more exciting anyway. Because, yeah, now that I think about it, we had this discussion last week.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I'll knock that down by 2.
Yep, you are 22 hit points by my count.
Yeah, but I just like pop parry that shit.
And he continues to circle around you.
Yeah, it's on page 168. It's shorter long.
Alright, continue bludgeoning this man. He's definitely looked hurt. You've definitely got him hurting.
Why am I rolling a d6? I don't want to roll d6. Alright, here we go. Roll a d6 to hit. That's good. Okay, 17
hit.
plus 6 is 20-something. And that's 8 damage right there.
Okay.
And one more for the road.
Your bonus hit.
My extra attack.
Oh, that's right. You get an extra attack plus a bonus hit. That's not going to hit.
That's a 10.
That doesn't hit anything.
For a key point. Actually, no. I get my extra attack as a bonus action, so I'll do that. I'll hold on to my key for now. Uh, 16 plus 6.
That'll do it.
D6 plus 3. 5.
You belt him a couple good hits, and you see him starting to slow down. Like it's becoming harder and harder for him to get out of the way of your blows. You get him right in the chin, and he bites through part of his lip or tongue or something, and it goes flying off, and his face is bloody. And he goes down to his knees. He's not unconscious, but he goes down to his knees in front of you, drops the khopesh on the ground, and holds both of his arms out, palms up, and lowers his head so his neck is bared to you. He says, "I concede. You have won the day." And he waits.
Hold up my hand to help him up to his feet.
And he sits there for a second, and the crowd is silent watching this. And he sits there for a second, and you hold out your hand, and when he sees what you've done, he reaches up and grasps you by the arm and uses you to pull himself up to his feet.
Yeah.
And then he holds your arm up, and he yells out, he yells, "Adric has won the day!" And the crowds cheer at the great fight that they have witnessed, as well as the act of mercy.
I like that even in defeat he's selling.
Yeah.
And with that, the grin has not left his face. With that, he kind of nods to you, regains his khopesh, and he starts limping away.
Oh, man. If I live through the day, we're going out for a drink. This guy and me.
So, now, when he turns to limp away, that provokes an opportunity attack. He's got 4 hit points left. What do you do?
No. Nope.
Okay.
I will go my own way. But I will say, hey, if we're both alive at the end of the day, we're going to drinking together.
And that's good. You get to take a short rest now.
Alright. D8 plus 2 hit points regained for my... Yes! 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 All of the yes!
3 hit points. You can roll that multiple times.
Yeah,
You
you
know.
can spend more hit dice.
You can spend as many hit dice as you have experience levels, and you have, what, 5th level now?
Yeah, so I already burned 1, so that puts me down to 3. I will burn another.
Okay, so right now, that gave you 3, so you're at 25.
25 plus another...
That's better.
7.
That puts you
Plus
at...
another 9.
So that puts you at 34?